Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. This is the weekly Roundup premium video. I hope you guys enjoy the content. The first thing I want to say is I keep forgetting to say that on the video. Make sure you guys, if you haven't yet, message ITC admin bot, so at ITC underscore admin underscore bot. Message that username in Telegram. I will link it in the description below, so you don't actually have to worry about typing it in. It'll just take you straight to the bot. I'll link it in the description below. Make sure you message that bot if you're on Telegram and you want to be verified for the premium Telegram channel, because I'm trying to get everyone verified. Doing it manually just was not efficient anymore, so we had to set up a way to automate it. So go ahead and set this up. Okay, go ahead and you basically have to message it like the start command or something, and after you do that, it will prompt you for your email address and whatnot, and then you can go from there. The second thing that I want people to be doing, and then we'll jump in, is I'm planning on collecting Ethereum addresses for those that want to receive the first into the cryptoverse. So ITC, into the cryptoverse. So for those that want to receive the first into the cryptoverse NFT, free, okay, free, it's just going to be airdropped to you. I'm probably going to be collecting these starting Friday. I don't want to definitively say that because we'll have to test it on Thursday to make sure it's working like we want it to. But if you want to receive the first into the cryptoverse NFT, I'm going to begin collecting Ethereum addresses on Friday. And these are public addresses, not private keys or anything like that. Okay, it's public addresses. I would recommend, what I like to use is MetaMask. Okay, and you can see I have I have the little icon right here in my browser. Okay, so I would recommend MetaMask. There's plenty of others that you can use as well. If you already have a MetaMask wallet and you're planning on just using the one you've used for all your crypto, I would encourage you to create a new one. Okay, so I would say, hey, create a new one so that people who receive the ITC airdrop for the first NFT, they can't also see how much crypto you have. Okay, so I would recommend create a new one. Download the MetaMask wallet or another wallet if you prefer. If you already have one, create a new one. And then hopefully starting Friday, I'm going to start collecting your public Ethereum addresses, so that I can airdrop it to you. Now, ordinarily, it would cost an arm and a leg to send this to you because the cost to send NFTs per transaction is pretty ridiculous. And honestly, to send all of them out to the premium list, it would cost approximately $50,000, I believe. Okay. Now, fortunately for me, there are some other solutions that are coming about. Immutable X. I am promoting them here because they have graciously agreed to do this for me, so I don't have to pay this. They have other solutions, so I don't have to pay this, and they're going to help me airdrop this to you guys. Okay, so make sure if you don't have your Ethereum address ready, make sure you get it ready, whatever the hell that means, right? But just make sure you have one so that you're not scrambling a week from now or something. But my general idea is I'll leave it open for a while. I mean, I'll probably leave the window to verify your Ethereum address. I'll probably leave it open for like 1 to 2 weeks. So that people have plenty of time to put it in, and then once it's done, like, it's just a hard cutoff date to where, hey, no longer you can put it in because it'll be minted. That'll be the end of it. There will be no more minting of the first into the cryptoverse NFT. So again, you'll probably have a 1 to 2 week window. I'll give you more details probably this weekend, but just know that is coming relatively soon. Okay, now that we got the business worked out, let's talk about the other business. I mean, Ethereum looks good, right? Again, nothing to get out of bed for. We could always just as easily come back down and then go up later. It's just a matter of, hey, when do we come back up to these levels? And it might present a timely opportunity to convert some Ethereum back to Bitcoin if you are, in fact, very Ethereum heavy, which I know a lot of us are. I mean, I converted a decent amount of Bitcoin to Ethereum over here, and I'm just sort of waiting until we get up in these areas to maybe take some back. Not because I don't think Ethereum can't keep going up. I think Ethereum will probably go up to much higher valuations than 0.05 or 0.06. this market cycle, but it's just that I have gotten somewhat light on Bitcoin, and I would like to reaccumulate some of my Bitcoin, and this could present the opportunity to reduce some of my risk exposure in the market. Okay, so that's where I sort of see Ethereum. Hey, it looks good. Everyone's sort of I mean, it seems like the whole market's a little bit like, you know, flip-flopping their emotion every single day. Right now, it looks pretty good. We're at 24.34. We're not that far below the prior all-time high. But again, we still have a ways to go in order to get up to these levels. I mean, if, you know, to get up to, say, to the top of the channel, it'd be another 25%. If it takes us longer, and I say we get there this summer, it could be another 40%. So I'd still contend Ethereum has a ways to go before I would be personally interested in taking some back to Bitcoin. Link Bitcoin, I think it continues to look great. You know, I said I think this one it should have a pretty good summer, and it's finally bullish against Bitcoin, meaning it's above the 20-week SMA for the first time. Weekly closes for the first time since like October, so it looks good. Bitcoin, if Bitcoin volatility is reducing, if it's no longer flirting with price discovery mode every single day, whenever it stabilizes, Link tends to do well, and this would be the time when we would hope that it would continue to move up. So I'm still relatively bullish on Link going into the next several months. Okay, ADA, again, it's still in this sort of accumulation range. I haven't bought any since I was buying it, like, you know, several months ago, or last year, a few pennies. I haven't bought any in a long time. I think right now, you know, if it dumps back down, then maybe I'd pick some up. But right now, I'm sort of just happy to let it sit. If it dumps back to the bull market support band, then yeah, of course I'll pick some up. I might pick some up before then, depending on what the risk levels are. So again, with ADA USD, fairly bullish on it long term. I sort of see it going. You know, I'll probably be taking a lot of my profits out, $5 to $7. It'll depend on the risk levels, of course, but I just think that's when the risk levels will get to that point where I'm going to want to be out of the market. So we're really not quite there yet. And then Bitcoin, you know, Bitcoin's not really looking that bullish right now, but we know that, you know, things can change pretty quickly. If you go look at our logarithmic regression bands, we still have not had any weekly closes in the upper regression band. Okay, still not. I mean, it's basically just holding us down. It's keeping the price of Bitcoin down. If you also look at the regression rainbow, you can kind of see a similar thing. The regression band is slightly different, but it tells a pretty similar story. In that we have not yet been able to decisively move past that line in the sand. Okay, if we were to come back down to say, I mean, remember, if we were to come back down to say this level, then this line today would actually correspond to, it's closing in on a modest $40,000. Okay, that would be if we came back to the level we previously held as resistance back in 2019. You know, with Ethereum, I would say it still looks relatively bullish, but we know how quickly sentiment can change whenever Bitcoin goes bearish. Okay, so it looks like Ethereum's trying to put up a fight. Yes, there's a chance this is the Ethereum tsunami. Yes, there's a chance that it sort of just sweeps through and kind of outperforms a lot of the market, but I don't think we're quite there yet. If we get to that point where we see it, you know, continue to go up like every single day and it's doing something crazy like this, then yeah, that'd probably be a telltale sign that, hey, it's time to take some profits, maybe go back to Bitcoin for some protection if you want to stay in crypto, but you still want the upside potential with crypto in general and you don't mind the short-term downside risk. If that happens, it's about how we react. If it doesn't happen, hey, we just kick the can down the road, right? We kick the can down the road. We've been kicking the can down the road for a long time now, and our journey has not changed. I think we're still on that same journey we've been on for a long time. You know, back and forth, right? Just back and forth, and we'll continue. We'll probably just continue to make this journey for a long time. You know, a long time before it finally comes to an end. So hopefully this video has been informative. You know, I want to definitely talk about the pieces of information that, you know, like the what's it called? Just bookkeeping, right? The bookkeeping stuff. Message the ITC admin bot. I'll link it in the description below. Get your Ethereum address ready, whatever the hell that means. Make sure you have a clean Ethereum address so that on Friday, when I start asking people, hopefully on Friday, when I start asking people what your Ethereum address is, you're ready to go, right? You're ready to go. We'll get the ITC NFTs airdrops. in the next few weeks after we've collected all the addresses, and then we go through the process of airdropping it. And that way you guys can learn about NFTs with Into the Cryptoverse, right? That way you can learn about it, you have your own, and you can do whatever you want with it, right? So hopefully that makes sense. If you look at the risk levels, by the way, I'll try to fix this stuff. I think they changed their website or something recently, so I'll need to fix this. Bitcoin, the risk level's coming down, okay? And I mean, imagine if it did capitulate, then we would certainly be seeing a Bitcoin in the 0.5 to 0.6 risk band. It's already at 0.719. Ethereum's just below 0.6. Link's just above 0.6, and ADA's at 0.521. So if ADA were to drop, if ADA had a dump, you know, where it dropped like 20 or 30%, yeah, I would probably start accumulating ADA again, especially because I do have my own ADA stake pool now. Remember, if you want to earn interest on your ADA, I would encourage you to go stake with the I need to do this on a shorter time frame so it shows up a little bit better. We're gonna go stake with the ITC stake pool. Okay, you can earn interest on your ADA if you wanna go do that ITC. But with that said, you know, VeChain is the one that's looking the most extended right now. I'll be looking to take some more profits on this one relatively soon. I have not taken profits yet on VeChain in the 0.8 to 0.9 risk band, so I will probably start doing that soon. Monero, you know, I still haven't taken any profits on it. I think, you know, 0.65 might be the first time I take profits on it. Again, the risk levels are for you guys to use how you see fit. And for me with Monero, I've just been holding on to this position for quite a long period of time. And I kind of just want to let it ride above the 0.6 risk band. XRP, you know, I get that a lot of people hate it. I do think it will go to the prior all-time high, at least this market cycle, probably above it. Still below 0.5 risk. I mean, it is still relatively extended. At least I'm finally in profit on it because I bought some at 53 cents and then I bought some at like 36 cents. So at least it's doing okay so far. But I'm just going to let that one ride. I mean, I can't even sell it anyways. Litecoin, yeah, I mean, it's at 0.63 risk. Again, another coin I think that will make it to the prior all-time high, which approximately corresponds to about $387. So business as usual, right? I mean, nothing's really changed. Polkadot and Avalanche are you know, they've both been kind of sitting humdrum for a little while. Okay, haven't been doing a whole lot. And so, you know, if I were pressed to accumulate anything right now, it might be these two. Okay, I mean, I'm not accumulating anything right now. I generally don't if the market cap risk above 0.7. But if I were, you know, Dot and Avalanche seem, I mean, we don't have risk levels for them, but if we did, I imagine they would be relatively low, given kind of the fact that they've just been sort of not doing a whole lot, kind of like ADA. You know, I mean, ADA's been more or less stable at around $1.20 for a few months now. And you can see the risk levels going down. Ethereum's been steadily trending up. The risk level's a lot higher. Okay, so with these coins, I mean, you might even say ADA, Dot, and Avalanche. Great, you know, generally, you know, you're hedging to some degree. And if you're in it for the long haul, I think it's still a relatively safe play. The reason I'm not buying right now is because I prefer to buy at the, you know, when we get very significant dips, and we have not had one yet. But rest assured, at some point we will, whether that's this week or a month from now, you know, at some point we will, and then that will be the time, for me, that will be the time that I'll want to start DCing into the market again. Anyways, I think that'll wrap it up. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Bye.